We're here with Larry Dominique, Vice President of Product Planning for Nissan and Infiniti, and we're standing in front of the brand new Nissan Sentra SER. This is a Spec V model. It's just like the hot sport compact car for Nissan, and it packs quite a bit of bang for the buck. I believe it's $20,000 and 200 horsepower. Is that right?
It's kind of, we're coining a new term, 200 for 20,000, and it's a really good price point for us, and I think it'll be really, really good.
Now, what kind of performance are you aiming after? Is it basically the target is a Honda Civic Si or Volkswagen GTI, or both of those vehicles?
Basically, it's both of those. Basically, in the previous generation Sentra, our SER, even our Spec V, was a little bit more of a cosmetic than it was a dynamic and a performance-oriented vehicle. With this generation Sentra, with the new platform, it had a lot more potential. So what we wanted to do is get a much more performance-oriented product that the kind of enthusiast customer who was a GTI or the Honda Civic Si customer would appreciate. That's why we really wanted to push for that horsepower difference. In addition to the horsepower, we've got the suspension changes. In addition, we've added some rear brace in the rear of the vehicle, and we've actually stiffened the front engine compartment sheet metal to stiffen the body even more.
Really, the actual sheet metal around the front end is thicker than a regular Sentra.
It was reshaped. Originally, we talked about having a cross brace, and the engineers said there's actually a much more efficient way to do that. So working with the shape of the sheet metal and the thickness of the sheet metal, they were actually able to add stiffening that way.
And in the rear, you said there's a stiffening brace, going across the trunk?
Across the trunk.
And about how much of an increase in torsional stiffness?
Actually, they're actually calculating that for us right now for the brochure.
Okay.
Because I was hoping to get that number for tonight, but I wasn't able to get it yet.
But that translates obviously in the handling potential of the vehicle. You get a lot quicker response and higher G loads on that car.
Correct. So with the sportier tuning, the damper changes. In addition to that, the seats, even the seat changes we made were designed to have better support and improve the overall driving efforts and comfort.
Now the 2.5 liter, 200 horsepower four-cylinder, that's routed to a 6-speed manual.
Correct.
And an automatic in this car, or no? Spec V?
The SER with the 177 horsepower gets the CVT, and then the 200 horsepower gets the MT only.
Oh, great. Now $20,000, 200 horsepower, that's a pretty good deal. We can't wait to drive one.
Great, it'll be a competitive offering at a great price.
Any 0 to 60 times you can share with us?
Soon.
Great. Thanks a lot, Larry.
My pleasure. Thanks, Ben.
Well, this is the new Nissan SER Spec V. The Spec V is a higher horsepower model, and it only comes with a 6-speed manual. And we're not quite allowed yet to drive it, but just judging by sitting in here, the 6-speed manual has snicks really nicely in and out of gear. I mean, they're pretty short throws, and it feels pretty good in the hand. Also, the seats, it's a high-performance model of the Sentra, so it's got thicker bolsters to help keep you in place, and it's got this nice leather-wrapped steering wheel, which kind of helps when you're hauling the milk, as they say, up a canyon road. So 200 horsepower, this car probably weighs a little bit under 3,000 pounds, maybe 2,800 pounds, so it should be pretty quick. About as quick as a Honda Civic Si or a Volkswagen GTI. And $20,000 should be a pretty good deal.